Hey guys, what's up? This is ScherBR and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is about romancing SaGa universe. We'll be talking about AOE farming. Yeah, well, AOE farming is a method that you use to just clear waves of enemies by using an AOE spell or skill that will clear and one-shot the enemies in a single shot. Yeah. There are not many characters in the game that can do this. We will be talking about them, and there's one very special one that just got released. That is a White Rose Princess, the Valentine version, and she's an amazing character to perform this because she was actually almost made for that. How will I explain? We have actually three characters that can be used on this specific strategy. That is SS Blue, SS Kongming, and SS White Rose. I do have SS Blue and the SS White Rose, but SS Kongming is very similar to White Rose actually. We'll be checking them, and I will try to explain the best possible so you can take advantage when you need. Okay, so White Rose, it's an amazing character to do that because, well, let's click here to check some more information. And Princess White Rose has a very amazing spell called Chocolate Ball. This is actually even stronger than Light Ball. Light Ball is a very cheap AOE light spell that some characters have and only costs 5 VP. But like I said, it has a little more damage than Light Ball, so you should be using this. Even if White Rose is not exactly built for damage, she will still do a lot of damage by using Chocolate Ball, even more if you are increasing the rank and if you have a good intelligence with her. You can see that I'm using a build that is focused on trying to bring her intelligence to the max, and right now she has like 77. I think with 75 you are already okay by this strategy, but you also need to try to define the best formation for that. There's only two strategies I think that work here. I use Dragon's Stance most of the time because it increases her agility by 25% alongside her intelligence, and the other characters do not get a very good boost to their agility, meaning that they won't ever try to attack before White Rose. Well, there's another strategy that can be used here, and that will be, let me see, that will be Seer Focus. Let's check Seer Focus, but Seer Focus not so easy because it increases intelligence by even more values, by up to 50% increase, but, well, the agility is also decreased by 50%. So that means that if you are bringing some characters that are already developed, they will probably attack before White Rose. And we are probably trying to bring characters that are less developed than her, so you can still get some status. This stage do not give you so much status because it's a early stage on the game. So I do believe that Dragon's Stance is better because you can bring some undeveloped characters and they can get some status alongside your White Rose or even your Blue or your Kongming. You'll still get some stuff if they are not overpowered yet. Well, Dragon's Stance, okay, let's click here on Confirm. And I want to explain why White Rose is the best one. Not just because Chocolate Ball. You also have to understand how the skills of your characters work. Well, when you play this on auto, the game will choose the highest cost skill to just use it on the first turn. Well, it happens that Ray of Hope has a higher PP cost, but it's a healing spell. Because it's a healing spell, the game won't choose this spell at all. And Mega Wind Blast is very high cost, is 15 BP, so she cannot even use it on the first turn because we only have 10 BP on the first turn. So Chocolate Ball will be chosen even if you do not awaken it. So no need to invest any type of awakening book on White Rose at all. The strategy for Kongming is very similar, but for Blue is not. Well, if you are trying to bring Blue because you do not have White Rose, well, let's just go to Blue and we were talking about him because he works a little different. He needs a little more investment. I still think it's an okay investment because Blue is so good that investing on him will be actually not detrimental to you. Just go here, skills and spells, you can see that he has Wildfire, and Wildfire is exactly what makes him a little more pricing on investment. Because he will try to use Wildfire first. Well, Wildfire is a very good spell that also do critical damage against Undead, can be useful for some farming in the future. Blue has more intelligence as well, so can also be used on other stages, not just this one. So you can see that you can awaken this 2 times, reducing the BP cost to 8. With blue, you have to inherit Light Ball from his 8 style. So get Light Ball here, okay, and you see Light Ball starts with 5 BP cost. You can reduce it to 4 by awakening. So you have to awaken Light Ball, you have to awaken Wildfire, and Wildfire you even have to awaken twice. Let's just make some counts here. 8 BP plus 4 BP plus 4 BP, you have to use 16 BP on 3 waves. That's exactly what you get on 3 waves. You start with 10, then you get 3 more on the second wave and 3 more on the last wave. So 16 is exactly what you need with blue. That means that he will start the fight using Wildfire, and then he will use Light Ball 2 times. That means that he will be able to clear 3 waves of enemies with AOE damage. Blue will do more damage than White Rose, like I say. Very similar damage to Kongming. But we will talk about Kongming. I will just go to his banner because his banner is still active here on the game. So Kongming is better because you do not need to invest on Kongming at all. You do not need to awaken anything. So let's just go to his banner so we can explain a little better. Okay, so here is Kongming. Let's check Kongming. You see that Kongming has Firestorm. Firestorm is also an AOE spell, but it is 11 BP cost. So he cannot use it on the first turn. So he will always start with Light Ball. Then he will use Light Ball on the second turn and on the third turn as well. So that means that he will clear 3 waves with 3 Light Ball uses without any need of awakening, because 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 15. So no need for awakening. It's just like White Rose. So these 3 characters are the characters that we have right now on global, but you can also use this strategy with future characters that will also have AOE attacks that will use 5 BP or even less. They will work the same, but you will have to always check if they will try to use another spell or skill that can actually change the order of the things. Well, this is it. This is Kongming. Now let's just try to do some runs, and I will try to explain why I think this is very good to do right now. As I came a little late on this video because the event is already ending, where you get double awakening materials. The awakening materials on this game are very useful because that's what you use alongside the books to awaken the skills of your characters. You do not need many of them, but you see, Blackstone can be sold by 1000 gold. So you can use this to farm gold instead of just awakening materials, while you also are farming Fat Robbing. So you see, you are farming awakening material, farming gold. Actually, you have to choose between if you want the awakening material or the gold, and you are also farming for robbing. And if you still have some stamina potions that are limited and you are close to losing it, you can also go here because it's simple, fast, and precise. Okay, so let's start this by using my White Rose because my blue is not awakened. So let's see here what happens. You see that's pretty fast, and I'll be doing this with my limited stamina potions. So you see, let's just watch what happens. Okay, she's doing 1.7k damage. Actually, to be very safe here, you need to do 1.6k damage because that's exactly what the enemies have. The first enemies have a little less, they have close to 1.5k, but the Steel Frogs have very close to 1.6k HP. So, doing 1.6k damage is pretty safe. Like I said, 75 intelligence with your White Rose will be enough. I know that a lot of people will have White Rose now because, well, she was featured and it's an amazing character. So using this type of farm will help you in the future when we have half stamina, because, well, if you want to get Fat Robbing maxed, he's a pretty awesome character actually. Free character that can be used to deal pierce damage if you are lacking some premium characters, and he's easy to max. You can get lots of copies of him and just max him, get him to level 50. Sometimes this may still happen. You see there is a combo. Maybe because these characters are getting too much status. So by getting too much status, they are getting more agility. If their agility is very close, they will try to make some combos. And the last note is that if you are using this to farm for status at the same time, just bring characters that still have sparks here. And the exact values are 24 points for status and 500 HP. Once your character gets to 500 HP, he will barely get anything from this stage. So you can still use it to farm some status, but not much, okay? So if you want to just sell all your blackstones, you can do very easily. Just go here on next, go to the main menu, go to menu option, then you go to items, and then you go to sell all. Then you go here on the first page, there's awakening materials, click on blackstone and then click on sell. You will be able to sell 1 blackstone for 1000 gold. Very easy, and that can be used for gold farming. Well, and if you have too many pieces, go here on style pieces and sell some of his pieces for white crystals. White crystals can then be converted into blank gold pieces that can be used for any character. But just remember that the hate is pretty poor. It's 1 per 10. Well guys, this is it. This is my hint from the day. Thank you all for watching this video. If you want to support the channel, you can do so by either using the Coffee, PayPal or Patreon buttons here on the description of the video, and we'll see each other on the next video. Bye.